Here's why you play Arlott, the lone lancer in the EXP lane. First off, he has excellent chain damage thanks to his ability to reset his second skill when hitting marked enemies, letting him slash through multiple targets in quick succession. He also brings strong crowd control with his stunts and displacement, which can disrupt enemy positioning in team fights. On top of that, Arlott has great sustain in fights as his second skill can heal him when used against marked targets, keeping him alive longer in extended engagements. However, Arlott struggles against tanky heroes who can absorb his burst damage, making prolonged fights harder for him. He also relies on marks to deal maximum damage and mobility, meaning enemies who can avoid getting marked limit his potential. Lastly, he requires good positioning as using his skills can leave him exposed. Arlott's passive, Demon Gaze, marks any units near him when they are affected by control effects. It also automatically marks a nearby enemy hero in vision every few seconds. This passive is key to triggering enhanced effects for his second skill, allowing for resets, extra damage, and healing. Arlott's first skill, Dauntless Strike, swings his lance forward, dealing damage and briefly stunning enemies in an area. Enemies hit by the outer edge of this skill get stunned for longer. This skill is great for marking enemies, setting up his second skill, and controlling the battlefield. Arlott's second skill, Vengeance, charges at a target, dealing damage. If the target is marked, the skill deals double damage, grants movement speed, heals him, and instantly refreshes its cooldown. This allows him to dash from target to target, chaining kills and staying healthy during fights. Arlott's ultimate, Final Slash, cleaves in front of him, dealing damage and pushing enemies to the edge of the attack's range. This also marks all enemies hit, making it powerful for setting up multiple second skill dashes. It's a powerful initiation or follow-up tool in team fights. A typical combo for Arlott is to start with his second skill on a marked enemy to quickly dash in, then position yourself to hit as many enemies as possible with your ultimate to CC and mark them. Chain your second skill to jump between marked targets and use your first skill to reapply marks and control enemies when your chain is finished. Moving on to builds, Agility build, Sea Halberd, Rapid Boots, Sky Piercer, Malefic Roar, Blade of the Heptaseas, and finally Immortality. These are the emblems that go along with this build. The best spells for Arlott is Flicker, giving him more flexibility for initiating, escaping, or repositioning in fights. Arlott is effective against fighters with lower durability such as Zulong and Sun, since he can burst them down quickly and chase them easily. However, he struggles against tanky fighters like Thamus and Fredrin, who can endure his burst and outlast him in extended threads. He works well with tanks who provide strong CC and like Gatokacha and Atlas, as they can easily mark enemies for Arlott to chain his second skill. You should unlock the second skill at level 1 and prioritize upgrading the second skill first with the first skill as backup. Most importantly, upgrade the ultimate whenever available. Arlott's strength comes from his ability to chain his second skill reset, so always be on the lookout for marked enemies. Your ultimate can set up a huge number of marks if you catch multiple enemies, so position yourself to hit as many as possible. Don't waste your second skill on unmarked enemies unless you need mobility or a finishing hit, as you'll lose the reset potential. In lane, trade aggressively when your passive is ready, as it allows you to outdamage and outheal most opponents in short bursts. Use your first skill to poke and apply marks from the safe distance before engaging. In team fights, try to dive into the backline with your second skill after a front line is engaged, then chain skills to eliminate squishy targets. Proper timing and mark management are the key to maximizing Arlott's potential.